Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rescue Your Career, where we share premium career wisdom for you to pioneer again with your hosts, Walter and Verity. This is part 2 of Simplicity Will Kill Your Career. We are continuing from where we left last time. Maybe what I will ask at this moment is to say, have you tried to pursue again being a stockbroker since it was your passion? Have you done anything, or is it that the doors have since been closed?
The doors have closed, and the money was there because it's quite a large amount of money, and a lot of money was lost as well because of my negligence.
No.
Yeah, and now, there's really nothing for me to do, and I don't really want to follow that path anymore.
Okay, so if
the opportunity was there at that time. It was, when the opportunity is there at that time.
Yes.
That was it. So now I've decided to follow something else, but it's really going slowly.
Yes, sometimes it seems there's not much hope. Sometimes it seems like it's not working. But one thing I know about God is that, when we are rebuilding, we have to go through the foundations. We have to go through the steps, bit by bit. But now we build so carefully. So sometimes the process appears a bit slow, but what we're actually doing is we are laying again a foundation. So when you're laying a foundation, it kind of takes long, but eventually you start seeing the house coming up. So yes, God is faithful. We made mistakes. We have gone the wrong path. I also did the same thing, and I've seen it. It's been a slow rebuilding exercise. Sometimes it can be frustrating, but you need to have the patience, because you know what? They say the glory of the latter house is always better than the glory of the former house. In other words, you're going to have more glory than you had previously. So yes, God will cause all things to work together for good. I think so long we are willing to humble ourselves and to follow how He directs our paths, then definitely we'll see our careers, and we'll start actually doing the things that we desire. Like I like this podcast. It's something that I desire, something that you desire, and you can see actually how God is taking our passion and now actually we're adding value to other people. So, at the end of the day, there is always hope, and God never runs out of ideas. God is never overtaken by our simplicity, our foolishness, but He comes in there and He just makes people meet people that were so from different kind of worlds, whose chances of meeting were very slim, like how I've met you and how we've done this podcast now, you can only say that's God, because I never dreamt it in my mind. I never dreamt it, because I never envisaged. If you had asked me like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, will I be doing a podcast with you? I mean, I didn't even know you then, or I'll be doing a podcast on careers, but that's how God does it. God never runs out of ideas. God is never overtaken us, because He's a loving Father. He knows us. Of course, His desire is for us to do the right things at the right time and the right way. The first time also, He would really love us to do the things the first time, because sometimes we waste the years. But He has also said that the years that the cankerworm has eaten, which the locusts have eaten, God will recompense. God will restore them. So He does restore, and I believe as we do what we do, as we follow Him and His leading, then He will actually be restoring the years which we lost. Unfortunately, due to time restraints, we have to cut this podcast at this point. To continue listening to it, please watch out for the next episode. From your host, Walter and Verity. Thank you for listening to Rescue Your Career. We hope you were blessed. To receive latest episodes on your WhatsApp, please add our number to your phone's contact list. Our number is +27 817 895 711. Again, +27 817 895 711. Then send us a WhatsApp text with your surname, name, and email address. That's it. For more information and resources, such as the ebook that inspires this podcast, please visit our website www.greatercareerfaith.com. Thank you.